Do you think Rockport needs to change anything up on the band side of things?
The problem is the only thing that they've been consistently going against is the Kaiser. Everything else has so far changed. So like,
Yeah.
what do you hit bans, right?
The thing that's like rough right now. Normally you could just be like, oh, we're gonna ban out Astro, but like Astro hasn't even been the one that's carrying.
No, he's been doing well, but he hasn't been carrying. Anubishiri's been playing really well this set. I want to point out.
Yeah. Oh no, no. Ibushiri's been doing great. He's hit amazing bubbles. He actually hit a lot of really good tidal waves there on the Morgana game. He was hitting so many snares, dark bindings, whatever you want to call it.
I don't think they need to ban Kaiser. Kaiser's not the issue here. She's doing well, but if he picks a late game crit carry, he'll be doing more than the Kaiser late game. I think they stick with the Veigar ban. I think they weren't playing around that very well. I think they can probably let off on the Vel'Koz ban and just because right now Chef is winning mid lane either way. He's winning mid lane on Rand. He won it on Veigar. You ban either the Vel'Koz or the Veigar, he's just going to pick Brand. So I think they can do fine leaving the Vel'Koz up and just say, you know what, we can maybe ban something else, maybe get rid of the Alawi, get rid of Singe, something that Clovers wants to do, since Clovers has been playing pretty well.
Yeah, with the way Clovers have been playing, I would definitely expect a ban up there. They give over the Alawi again, and she does that well on it. Yeah, it's pretty much the GGs. Allowing team fights, if you're going for a hard engage, is disgusting. Alawi's like, hey, please come on in, and then you go on in, and you're like, oh, wait a second. What have I done? I mean, Vel'Koz doesn't do great in the hard engage. No mobility. If you can get onto him, he's pretty freaking quick. Assuming Anubishiri does not get his Janna.
Yeah.
I still think you need to ban that. If you go for any sort of hard engage, you need to ban Janna. Because, especially Anubishiri on it. I think, and I was kind of sad that Anubishiri didn't go Athenes on the Nami. I don't know if you were watching when we were playing or not, but that healing was absolutely disgusting.
It's pretty good.
I remember, you were playing Urgot, and you were like 3/4 health and one heal. Not even it might have been max rank, but all I had was an Athenes, and you were back up to full health. That's pretty bonkers for an ability that's going to be up quite often at full build. So yeah, I think Athenes is really, really, really good on Nami, and probably Karma as well.
Yeah. Lulu.
Lulu as well, yeah. Champions that, not so much Janna, because she doesn't have the damage, like damaging abilities to stack that up. But the other three, peel champions like that really do. Soraka even kind of does.
Yeah.
With her Q. And her W or E, whatever the heck her silence is.
Yeah, I mean, if Astro does go on crit, sure, but there's still other picks for Astro to go on to if the Kaiser's banned that are early game, like Ezreal or Jhin, and the Lucian can definitely abuse that, but the problem is Rockport have been going full, like, 80 carry comps with a Lucian, which just doesn't work.
It works if the game only goes 25 minutes. After that 25-minute mark.
Even then, into a few tanks, Lucian still at 25 minutes can't beat out 2-3 tanks, right? So,
right.
And the game plan has to swap up there.
Yeah, the state that Jin's in right now too, especially with the new item, pretty gross. I know you tried that out, Ham, and you really liked it early.
Yeah,
At full build, though, it didn't feel too good.
it was definitely a little bit, yeah, less necessary at full build. But I mean, you get that, you got a rapid fire, you get an IE, you're critting so often, you're doing so much damage. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
Um,
You're pretty much securing every time on Jin. You're securing two crits with that new item without any building any crit even. Like even on first item, you're getting two crits.
and if you play it
Before
right,
that.
you can guarantee 3 because you want to throw in some abilities there. So I mean, you auto, you
Yeah.
W, you Q, you auto again for another crit. Then your third hit probably not going to crit, but your fourth hit crit. So it's like you pretty much guarantee 3 crits. Getting that item with Jin, which is a pretty big deal. Whereas you're sitting there like maybe I hit 2. Um,
With just a single crit item.
Right, yeah. Stormraze, and not to mention the movement speed is so good on Jin because he wants to run around like a nightmare, anyways.
You were so fast.
It was pretty stupid. Stormrazer's bugged on Jin's fourth. What does it do on Jin's fourth? How is it bugged?
Is? Did you notice it?
I didn't notice anything weird going on with it. Does it
Well,
lower
it probably
the?
only does 160 damage.
It might.
Yeah. That's what I'm guessing is the quote unquote bug, even though that's how it should interact.
Well, I mean, if it's a crit anyways, then it shouldn't lower the damage.
But being that item gives you the passive of the speed up, it might override the crit.
Well, normally when stuff like that works, it gives you both.
Okay.
Like if you get Shiv and Rapid Fire, you get
procs both.
right. You get both procs.
Right.
It gives you the best of both things. Is how it's supposed to work.
So say that happens. Obviously, you wouldn't get a 260% damage.
260.
Well, crit and then the extra because it gives it 160% crit, right? Or 160 damage crit.
Yeah, but that scales up with crit up to 200, so it normalizes. So it's a weak crit.
But then it goes up to normalcy.
Right. A return to normalcy. Oh, he says it ignores the 4th shot percent health. Yeah, that's buggy, but still, I would. I mean, as long as the Stormrazor proc isn't happening, then so as long as you're not taking like an extra second and a half to get your last shot off, which is gonna happen sometimes. A lot of people like to sit on 4th shot, but
In lane phase, yeah, but I think in team fights is not quite as big of a deal.
not quite. Yeah, I still really like it. It's still what people are buying every time on Jin. Almost
Yeah.
like looking at op.gg, it's still almost the first item on every single Jin build. I think it was like 3 out of 5. No, 2 out of 5. Okay, but still, I mean, those are the ones with the higher win rates. So, like, it's still worth it. You're still doing more damage overall. Once they unbug it, then he'll probably be stupid. All right, we do have Sean Bear here. He's finally reconnected. I think we're ready to go into Game 3. Match point for DOV.
Yeah, Rockport forced to try to get the reverse sweep here in order to get the final W. So far, definitely percentage-wise in the side of DOV and the way they've been playing, I'd say it's pretty good percentage that they get the W at some point in the next 3 games if it lasts all 3.
Right, just the way that their lanes have been going, it looks like they've got a good shot. Even if Rockport fix their just woeful pick ban issues, I think they will still have an uphill battle.
Yes.
But it's a start that they need to end up on is starting on pick ban. If you're gonna play around ugly color, which I still think is the right decision, you need to build properly around it because their team doesn't look like they're able to play around the early game pressure. Not against DOV at least. Against Sero, it worked phenomenally well.
Yes.
Because Sero, they're used to winning the early game. They're the team that wins the early game, then they just stomp you in the next 5 minutes and end, right?
Yeah, they're not used to being behind.
Right. Sero didn't know how to play from behind. It's just straight up. That's one of the biggest reasons why they lost that set.
Yep.
But I mean, DOV. they're the stall team, right? We saw them play against, what was it, Unnamed back in the day? Astro on the Jin, just 1v1ing the Yorick, stalled long enough to take the game, almost won the set in the end. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely think Rockport should stick with similar to same bands. I would like to see the Twitch from them. I think that would be a good grab from Ugly Color. Okay, Kaiser ban. I don't think it's necessary, but I can see the reasoning behind it. There is some lightning and thunder outside.
It's lightning thunder time. Thundercats.
If the stream drops, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it.
Don't be sorry. Be better. Ah, got it on stream finally. Let's go. I love that saying so much.
It's such a rude. It's just like, geez.
It is, but is it not true
it's like,
for
thanks, Dick.
90% of the time? Like that one, no, because you can't help that, right?
Yeah.
Like you make a bad play and someone's like, sorry. Don't be sorry, just get better. Like,
well,
saying sorry doesn't do a dang thing.
right, but telling them to get better immediately isn't going to do a dang thing either.
Sure it does.
You can't just say, don't be sorry, just be better next time. Like, okay, well,
Exactly.
being better takes a while, right? That's
No, you instantly pop up the challenger, don't you know him?
Yeah. Just, hey, could you play your mid lane better? Oh, sorry, let me click
Sorry, let
on
me whip
faker
out my-
mode.
Yeah. Hold on, let me turn on these scripts. Trundle, good pick.
Yep.
Still go with the Vel'Koz ban.
Heat Viper did
Lucky.
not play last week. Heat Viper was out. They had Quick Slice in. I'm honestly not sure who I prefer. I think Quick Slice had a better late game, but was
Pretty rough early.
yeah, really bad in the lane phase. That might
Not
have been
gonna sugar-
because he was playing up against
Right.
Life is Bad. You know, he
Not
might
gonna
have just,
sugarcoat that one though.
yeah, might have been just playing super passive and just giving stuff up. But Quick
Sivir.
Slice definitely rough. I like the Sivir pick. Good. It's a good
Yes.
crit carry. Good for
Don't
Astro
need
there.
Don't need the QSS now.
Nope, don't need QSS. Ezreal for Ugly Color. Not quite a late game crit carry, but a little bit different than Lucian at least. So we'll see what else they can draft around this.
Yeah, and I'm not toxic. I'm just mean.
If there's a difference between being mean and being toxic.
Right.
Tits
See,
and I,
Koreans
very mean people.
to each other.
Yeah,
But we
well,
both know that we mean it with best intentions.
I'm pretty mean to other people too sometimes.
True.
But
I mean,
still with
dislike
best
people.
intentions. Silver runs Conquer? I don't think so. That sounds troll to me. Maybe?
She? Please tell me she doesn't.
No, it's Fleet and Press the attack.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, no one's playing Conqueror Sivir. That would be super troll.
Boy, what the? Oh, Sivir. Worst ADC in the game right now. Let's go.
Yeah, I think the Fleet footwork nerf really hurt her.
Yeah. I'm surprised that she's not that good, because, I mean,
Again, like
Essence Reaver is nice on her.
your standard, because Essence River's nice, but she's still a crit carry, right? So
I
It's like a
guess. Games aren't going
necessary-
that long in
yeah,
IE Low Korea.
it's a necessary distraction from your main build, which is not that great right now. Solo queue. Yeah, all the crit carries are the lowest ones right now,
Mhm.
except for no, yeah, all of them are the lowest.
Except for no one.
Yeah, I mean unless you count Jin
I mean, he's a crit ADC,
and kind of Draven. I know Draven's been going Stormrazor first.
but that seems actually
Yeah.
really good on him.
Yeah, no, yeah. Stormrazor Draven is stupid. Yeah, people are actually going crit on Draven. So, yeah, Stormrazor with Conqueror. Any 80 carry that can take Conqueror feels really happy right now because
Oh, yeah.
if you get IE and you get Conqueror, I don't know if it's like if
So
it's
much
additive or
damage.
multiplicative, the true damage from those two, but that's a lot of true damage conversion because you get the 20% from Conquer, you get 15% from IE on crits.
35% true damage.
If it's
on
additive,
ADCs.
that's 35%, which is
Feels good.
stupid, which
Feels
is
good.
stupid. Stupid. Granted, 4 seconds, not a lot of time. That's enough time to burn down a tank, though, because you're already burning them down in
Oh,
like 3 or 4 seconds with the
yeah.
IE
Ooh,
changes.
come on, baby.
Grab it. Grab it. Grab it.
I get it. Come on, let's pull out the Blitz tank. Come on. Nubashiri, don't troll me. I don't like you, Nubashiri.
No, that was Astro trolling you. Nubashiri might still
Well,
play it.
I'm blaming Nubashiri because he's the support.
Yeah. The problem is going into
Oh,
a
that's
morgue
no
that's pretty
fun.
rough. I don't mind that. I think that's a pretty decent pick.
It's a good pick, but it's boring as heck.
Yeah.
All right, we're farming bot lane now, boys. We're gonna see nothing down there happen.
Honestly, looking at comps again, even without seeing Rockport's last pick, I still think DOV's won this. They've got more damage, amazing AoE damage, and going into Rockport, who they've got a little bit more damage than they did last game, granted, but still playing on, carry bot lane. But again, not a crit AD carry, not someone that's going to be dishing out the damage late game. Really has to escalate early game if they want to get to an advantage here.
Now, this game, I think they have a better shot at escalating early with a Zyra
Right.
and a Morgana.
They can force a lot better than they did last game, yeah.
Zyra, it might not seem like a lot, but 0.25 seconds, a quarter of a second added onto her snare is actually monster.
It's really strong,
huge.
yeah. What's the late game snare now?
Like 2.75?
Yeah, it's almost like a morgue binding.
It's disgusting, and it goes through minions and stuff. Like that's bonkers. You get hit by that in a morgue snare after
no.
it, you're snared for 5.75.
No, it starts at 1 and
2.25?
ends at 2 now.
Okay, 2.
So
That's
it
still
used to
fine
end
though.
at
2-second snare.
1.75, yeah.
That's what it
Still.
was. Okay. Still, a 2-second snare that can go through minions and stuff, unlike a Lux binding that can only go through 2.
Yep.
Really good.
What are we thinking
I don't know
over-under?
if you did you see what Kat said last time? I actually like the idea.
What did Kat say?
Sums burned at
Oh,
like
yeah.
15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, I did
I
see
think
that.
that's actually really cool. I'm not going to take Smite into account, or I don't think.
Right, no, that would be stupid.
Um,
'Cause that's not burning.
I don't have a clue where to judge that though.
I don't either.
But I think it'd be kind of fun, so I'm willing to try that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to count really well.
I mean,
Let's do sums burned in 10.
in 10?
Yeah, because 15 is kind of around when these teams are starting to escalate things. So let's
Right,
try to
that's-
keep it around for like the laning phase.
Okay, so 10 minutes. I'm gonna count this out. So it's really used. 9?
Think
9.5?
9? Sure.
Because 4 TPs probably are going to be burned. Ezreal's for sure. You can guarantee the Ezreal. Morgana and Cho'Gath and Sage probably.
They got 3 TPs. Good God.
Yeah. So yeah, I think 9's 6 other sums, 5 other sums in 10 minutes. That's doable.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah, I would agree.
8.5 I think is a good number actually. You think? 8.5 or 9.5? You want to go right on the nuts.
Let's go 9.5.
9.5? Alright, Twitch chat. 9.5 sums in 10 minutes. For the possible last over-under under the Doki-Doki org. And last game was under, correct?
Yep. Office says obviously over. Office, King D, and Chile all say over. Smite counts. No, Smite does not count. We're not counting
does
Smite
not
because
count.
that's not really like sums. You don't like burn a Smite, right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't.
There's times where it could suck, but no.
Maybe if it's like a Smite battle, like in blue, like, oh, he forced him to burn Smite to take that. Maybe, but I'm not gonna count Smite at all. That's
Because it would obviously be over 9. Just the junglers would have that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, can you get money bags?
Yeah, give me a second.
Oh. BOV needs just the win here to close out to get the. Is it for first place? 160?
150.
150. $150 if DOV wins this right here, right now. That's not a bad chunk.
No, and hell, even the chunk for second's not bad. It's like 90. So they're feeling fine. Obviously, I don't know if any of these teams are in it for the money. If they are, they spend a lot of time for $150.
Right. Well, it's just kind of nice to get, though, as congrats on doing well.
Sure.
And DOV team, I'm kind of happy that's in here. They've been with us since
They were the second team to.
day one.
Yeah. I think they were an hour behind Vex in registering.
Is that what we decided on?
I think it was. Yeah, I could go back and look, but it was pretty close. It was like a day or an hour or something like that, which I guess is a pretty long time frame, but still.
OG Doki-Doki squad in for the finals of our first season. I'm not mad. And at this moment, they're looking like the probable winners. The way the set's been going, I mean, Rockport's going to have to climb a mountain to
Yeah.
get back.
Yeah, I mean, in Rockport, despite the change-up with the AD carry and the support, still drafting almost identically to the last 2 games, which I don't think is going to be enough to win them. They have to play ridiculously well and differently than they have the last 2 games to actually win here.
We see the exact same matchup top that Clover's won before.
Same matchup.
See a
mid.
matchup that shouldn't be too bad for Chef.
No, he did fine last game on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the exact matchup we saw last time, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
The only change here from last game, well, from the last 2 games. So, yeah, same matchup as top. Game 1, just a different bot matchup.
Skarner loses no health taking this thing.
Yeah, it was helpful that the Zyra plant tanked it.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I know before when Zyra was played, people would walk down bot for the first minute 15 to get some plants down there. Gives you a little bit of extra early poke possibility.
Yeah.
Extra definitely winning out that trade.
Yeah, he really won that trade. Chumber definitely can't mince auto attacks with the Sivir there. And while they do have a pretty strong lane if they go aggressive, like the Soraka is going to do so well to just counter any kind of damage that they have or any kind of poke. Just going to make it really hard for Rockport to actually win this bottom lane like they want to.
I think honestly, like an Alistar would have been actually, or a Blitzcrank would have been a huge second pick at support.
It could have definitely been helpful.
You'd pull in the Soraka and, I mean, use quarter health.
Yeah.
Soraka deals with poke quite well. Sarah's not all that mad about it just because, you know, spell shield's a thing.
Yeah. Well, and even if she does get poked out, Soraka's just going to heal her right back up.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing about Soraka is she heals herself and her teammates fairly well.
Soraka is an annoying champion, to say the least.
Yeah, another big thing about this matchup in the bot lane is because Soraka has the silence, and these are 2 kind of casters type champions down here, that silence could potentially make or break a fight if he uses it correctly.
Yes. Yeah, if Trundle gets a good pillar and like knocks him a certain way near a wall, you pretty much guarantee a snare even with the silence.
Yeah.
Not like they can flash. Can you flash heal silence? I don't think you can, right?
It's a silence. You can't do anything except for smite.
I was gonna say because you can smite through anything in the world because that's a thing.
Yes, it's really stupid that you can smite through anything. I don't know why it's a thing.
Stunned can't do anything except smite. Haha. So stupid.
Yeah, it makes Baron steals a lot harder.
Actually, Sivir winning the farm game right now. In the mana pools.
Yeah, he was pretty low, but I think he must have blocked ability with his spell shield earlier. You should be able to pick up the coins that your support drops.
That would be bonkers. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine ADC just like at the present time on like 4.5 minutes in the game, only 3 minutes of laning phase, getting an extra 150 gold?
Yeah. Oh,
That might not seem like much now.
Welcome to Kleptomancy.
Right? Yeah, I guess. Might not seem like much now, but you like 1,200 gold a day in game.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Plus all the free mana you'd get.
Yeah.
I actually want to see DHA mix up his build from how he did this first time. This is one of the few matches where I'd preferred if he went banner first compared to the Abyssal, just so they can stop the Cinch from pushing in and get the early map advantage.
Singe does have a relatively hard time clearing that too.
Right. Even with the change to the how it takes damage, still going to take Cinch quite a while to do it, which is going to be enough to hopefully stall it out.
Some burn so far. Not surprised Ezreal didn't teleport back in the lane, but
Yeah.
you take it.
Yeah, Rockport actually forced Trundle out, and they're going to be able to get this early Infernal, which will help them quite a bit.
Really good for them to be able to secure that. That's pretty big. Ezreal is an ADC that actually benefits more than other ADCs with raw AD, percentage-wise, because he builds so much.
Yeah.
He gets so much, and that's why they took down his AD, where affecting his AD affects his base AD affects him less than other ADCs. Whereas other ADCs, you know, if they're building straight crit, they're only ending the game with what, 300, 200 something.
Probably around 250, 200. Yeah.
Where Ezreal ends with 400. That's, you know, percentage-wise, obviously 200 you're gonna gain more than you would with 250.
Right. Not to mention he's gonna get the double tier build, which, because both those items give you more like stats based on your mana, they're already giving crap loads, which means you get the Infernal add on top of that. Those items are gonna be considerably more stat efficient than most will. Could you imagine if there's like a mana dragon? Every time you took it, just gave everyone on your team like 500 mana.
It'd be really good for some people and 100% useless on others.
Yeah, that Zach would not like that.
Zach wouldn't like it, Zed wouldn't like it.
Anybody that doesn't have mana wouldn't like it.
Yeah. Or at least the other dragons, there's at least a little bit of use from, like a tiny amount.
Right.
On some, on others more, but like, Soraka does not literally care if she gets an Infernal, right?
Right. It's like,
Like,
oh,
whoop-de-doo,
boy.
I might do like one more damage with my Q. Woohoo.
Yeah. Actually going for a pretty early fight. The move speed from Astrocook on his passive is really helping out here. Nice pillar onto the Zyra. She's already burned her flash. She's going to fall. First blood over to Worf.
That's really big for them. In a lane that they wanted to win super hard. With the Zyra and an Ezreal, that's pretty big.
Office, that's literally just classic dragon, except stronger. Office suggested a gold dragon. Kill it, and each player on your team gets 1k gold.
That is literally Old Dragon,
Yeah,
yes.
it's literally old dragon. Alright, have we been counting sums at all?
There had been no burn before this.
Okay. Wow, well,
There's been 1, 2, 3.
okay.
Zyra went ultimate hat.
You mean Unsuit Spellbook? She did burn flash
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that's why it's 3.
Yeah.
I have no idea why in the world she went that.
Now, if she uses that TP, do we count that as a sum burned?
Yes.
I think so.
Ezreal hasn't used his TP. No one used TPs yet. And you take it for Ezreal so you can always get farm. You never miss a minion.
Right. And theoretically, that's what Chandra should have done. He should have taken the TP to get right back into lane, but didn't even use it. I should have taken quite a bit of damage. Juggle here wants to actually go for this kill. Nice arcane shift forward, but the body block from Soraka. Ignite's not going to be able to burn down enough.
Ezreal needs mana?
Yeah, he's wishing, dude. Oh, and he gets it! Oh, and Astro burned flash!
Oh! Quite unfortunate for the side of Astro.
Oh,
That's 5.
feels bad, man. Yo, we're at 5 burn. We got 30 seconds, guys.
Now, see if we would have seen all the TPs used that should have been used, then yeah.
Right,
it would
no
have been there.
one's used TP yet. Don't ask
How do
me
you not
why.
use TP in 10 minutes?
Or that we were literally banking on the TPs being used for that number.
My calculations were correct if anybody decided to use their TP like you should.
Right.
Super confusing on that. If you're not using it to get back in the lane, you got 4 TPs on the side of Rockport. Anywhere you want to go on the map gets 4 people, right?
Yeah, well, we're past 10. We hit under.
Oh my gosh.
Who all voted
Oh,
under?
there's the TP.
Okay, finally, guys.
Are you gonna use it? No? Alright. Unfortunate. Is that what people are taking on Zyra, by the way?
I don't know, honestly.
Am I stupid for thinking that that's weird?
Luckily, I'm already on her page. Yeah, that is really weird. Everyone's taking Comet, Area, or Electrocute.
Okay, thank you. I was making sure because I was like, this does not, something doesn't seem right here because I feel like Comet would be really good on Zyra.
Yeah, the extra poke would definitely be useful, even against the Soraka.
Forcing her to use her mana and her health is always good. The more she has to use of it, the better a fight's gonna be.
Yep. Alright, so Morgana actually is the one who rushed Banner now, and he used it top lane, which is almost feels really BM to like your own top laner. He's just like, I'm gonna shove your lane and you're not gonna get any of the gold for it.
Haha, you douche. Ooh.
But it'll still be nice to have it to try and shut down the Singed at least. Worf's actually in a pretty rough spot. Doesn't have flash. If he gets caught up by the Soul Shackles, is going to get hit by a lot. But the Soraka's heal so much healing for him. They're actually able to chase his back. Flash in from Chef. They're going to be able to get the kill onto Chamber. Now they want to pick up Heat Viper, but the stun goes wide. Ugly Colors in a bit of a rough spot, health-wise.
And Soraka did Soraka things.
Yeah. Yeah, Soraka's a really strong pick right now. Definitely one of the better supports.
Really good in the pick comps like this, actually.
Yep.
She's like, oh, you're going to pick out my Trundle? Psych, Trundle ults, he's going to heal up a crap load, and then I heal up a crap load. So, tough luck.
Yeah, and honestly, one thing that DOV has been doing really well is they've just been 5-manning. They get a small advantage, and they just 5-man. They force an objective like a turret bot or, you know, getting a lot of damage mid. It's putting them in a really good spot because they're playing as a team really well.
Their team play has been absolutely immaculate. I don't know what Yuki did, what he said to them, but good Jorb. Good Jorb, Yuki.
Yeah, Yuki's really the only coach that, like, in this whole tournament that I can honestly name.
Hey.
No. I mean, like, dedicated coach.
Yeah, no. He was the only dedicated coach for sure.
I mean, I'm sure other teams probably have some, but they're not.
Have something that comes in. The only one that we know of, though.
Yeah, they're not vocal.
I think he's the only one that's actually like in the games. I mean, Barton was in there. He by no means was a coach, but he was in their games at least.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Yuki does coaching for anybody other than DOV, but people should definitely hit him up. He seems to be doing pretty well lately in terms of
he's a
coaching.
He's a good coach. He really likes one style of play. I know that much. I mean, he really likes the late game team fight play.
Yeah. Murphy
Just
with
fine.
a little bit of dirt on Yuki. He said Yuki told him if they didn't play every day, it's off to the water boards.
Hey, there we go. That's the coach I like to see. My dear Lord Cho'Gath, hello.
Yeah, doing a lot there. The Flash Feast was a little reaching, but at least forced the Flash out of Clovers as well.
Oh, I did not expect DHA to be able to do that much damage with not even an item.
Yeah, I mean, Vorpal Spike's just once you get a couple points in them, they're ridiculously powerful.
Yeah. So that right there shows how disgusting Soraka is.
Yeah. Sivir got half health.
Astro. I was gonna say Astro got hit by literally everything, and was at full health. That's not okay, Soraka. Not okay. Once she gets Arden Sensor, like, oh boy. And hopefully, the Athenes.
Yeah.
I don't think she even needs a redemption right away for this, because they don't have too much AoE damage that's going to be lethal. On the side of Rockport.
Yeah, I would agree. Looks like he's just going for an early banner again.
Which,
Considering banner
it's
gives
okay.
some flat health regen, it's not the worst. I mean, most of the
Yeah.
support items do. And they've been playing fairly heavily around it with the kind of lane control that they can get, so we'll see. The team
don't
fighting is
hate
definitely
it.
gonna hurt.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't hate it. I
obviously.
don't like it by any means. But there's worse options out there. You could go Rabadons. That's worse.
True.
Come on. And if I ever see a Soraka go Rabadons, I'm gonna be absolutely just hot and bothered.
Yeah. Yeah, really good gank there. Lots of flashes used though, so we'll see if this actually ends up being worth in the long run. Because they're not even gonna get any kind of like immediate advantage out of that other
No.
than a kill.
Orc had no reason to flash there. If Skarner's gonna blow
Yeah.
flash, you know exactly where Skarner's gonna bring the guy, or you should.
Right.
Being that you know where he's gonna be, you have a for sure Q, which you can lead into your ult. So I don't understand the flash, but
Yeah, the flash is definitely questionable. BGG's actually in a little bit of a rough spot with Worf here.
another ban. Not another, but 2 banners this game so far, which, again, like you said, I think is huge necessity. It's not the bare necessities.
Right, but I mean, both teams wanting to play around it pretty heavily though. So, I mean, if both teams are doing it, then it's like not really hurting either team, I guess, theoretically.
Right. It's definitely not stat efficient.
Right.
Like, efficiency of that item is pretty friggin' low.
Without the point runner, yeah. Point runner's really strong. Like, that is one of the most strong
Right.
passives in the game. And then also, once you activate it, obviously, it's all about the passives and the actives. How much gold has Ezreal gotten from Klepto?
He has gotten grand total of I can't see. As you can't see those things in Spectator.
That's silly. That's really
Yep.
dumb.
I'm gonna say Ezreal's gotten 10,000 gold from it.
Whew. That would be a little broken considering
Could
he's
you
only at 6,000
imagine?
gold.
A game that went on that long?
That would be stupid.
That'd be like that'd be like a 4-hour game.
That'd be pretty long.
It's a lot of.
It would be longer than 4 hours. I normally see people max out about 900 in a 40-minute game. There's a point where you're just not hitting people with Klepto that much.
Right.
DOV doing a really good job actually forcing just across the map. Clover's going to pick up first tower top. Worf looking to dive ugly color. Actually is going to back off though. They can keep pushing here. They've gotten 2 towers. They're going to trade it for top with the Rift Herald at least.
I'll take 2 towers for a top tier 1
Yeah,
all day, every day.
especially when you're getting this much damage onto the inner.
Blue team's turret has been
To get in there.
Yeah, they actually forcing the TP out of Morgana. Nice read up from the Zyos, see if they can actually finish it off. No more CC. Maybe Worf getting caught out here, though. Doesn't have any mana to finish off the fight. Soul Shackle's going to be able to stun up long enough. BGG actually gets the kill. Now will teleport in from behind from DHJ. Wants to be able to chase this down. Doing a lot of damage. Does not have Feast, though, to finish it off if he needs to. Flash out from Astro, and they're both out clean. Nice job. Was that a DOV? But it will be a 3rd dragon going over to Rockport. The first game where they're really controlling the dragons this confidently.
They're Infernal. And Ezreal does very well with that, and Rift Herald did not get a second charge.
Nope.
That's pretty big, actually.
Yeah.
Because it would have been an even trade of damage, right?
Roughly.
Between the two turrets. Yeah, like, roughly. But now they're definitely behind on the damage side of things on opposite sides of the field.
But they lost all 3 turrets in that time frame. Like, they lost mid. I didn't even realize that Rockport lost mid there.
Shoot, they did.
Another Shirley is coming out from Morgana. I really just do not like that rush on a Morgana.
No.
I guess I'll go see if it's meta though.
Might be.
I have a
Changes
feeling
to
it's
it.
not, but
I mean, I guess it might be, but
not even no one's playing her mid, and not even at support are they buying Shirelias.
yeah. Which, if anything, I would think support is where you would buy it.
Right. Yeah, because I mean, Morg mid does a disgusting amount of damage when she gets some AP. And, like, Shirelias just doesn't add enough AP to even wave clear properly. Like,
No,
sure,
or,
it can
like,
clear out a wave, but the speed at which it does
Clear
it.
backline's freaking sweet. You know,
Right.
no one cares about clearing just the backlines. And a lot already does that with a Q and kills most of the front line too.
Yeah. All right, DJ might actually be in a rough spot. Warp has found his way up here. Clover's just running top of him with the Raylights, doing a lot to slow him down. Definitely going to see the Cho'Gath fall here. Not really anything he can do.
I'm surprised he blew the flash there, honestly.
Yeah.
There's zero chance of you getting out of that unless they decide to just like, I'm gonna just not kill you,
Oh, he flashed. Guess I better run.
right? He flashed right on top of me. Crap. Can't catch him.
Yeah, DOV actually going for a super early Baron, though. Again, taking advantage of the fact that Baron does very little damage. They do have to be careful, because while Baron does little damage, Rockport doesn't. They're actually going to try and engage. Nice dodge away from the vines, though, from, oh my god, from Zyra, but she gets flipped down, going to die. They're chasing the Singe through the Rylai's poison. This is a very hard situation for Rockport to be in. The nice pillar is going to stop them in their tracks. Now they're trying to run away. Morg with the black shirt should be able to get out of the situation, but DOV forcing a play in their favor.
Now, instead of going the Shirelias or the banner, if she would have had Zanya's there, actually could have turned that.
Potentially, yeah.
She just walks back into the team, ults, waits for them to do whatever the heck they're going to do, follow them in Zanya's, and they get hit pretty hard. Singe was pretty low, he wasn't going to be able to do anything. This next Dragon of Wind. Oh, another Infernal. Third Infernal would be pretty big.
Yeah, if Rockport gets that, they definitely have a way into this game. I still think their comp is just outmatched.
Yeah. So 24% damage increase is disgusting.
It's not negligible at all. Yeah, you have to respect that.
Oh yeah. Now see, if Singed would have got that, then we'd be seeing a disgusting Singed.
Right. Especially with Singed having 2 AP items now. Went for the Shirelli. Is going to be getting what I assume is a Dead Man's Plate next. Just for the ridiculous movement speed. It's pretty stupid when you get passive procs on all your teammates. You've got Shirelias, you got Deadman's, probably going to get a Righteous Glory later. He's literally running there with like 800 movement speed.
Deadman's, you really don't even need to auto attack.
Right. Oh, and we got to pause.
So you just use it for the speed.
Yep. Yeah, it's just a permanent speed buff for you.
Now Flip does count as an auto attack, correct?
No.
No.
No. Flip is an
So you
ability.
can
It's
flip,
not
you
an
can
auto
still have
attack
your
buff.
Deadman?
Yep.
Okay. I know like Trundle's Q, I'm pretty sure does.
Right, that's an auto tech buff.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that's how Singed...
Volibear's
counts.
Q is an auto attack buff, but Singed is just an ability.
FTC for just a second, but we're back. Zoning all from this.
Yeah, it looks like they tried to use some ults to get down the turret, but didn't even manage. Now Singe is on the backside, forcing them to run towards him.
They're just corralled.
They
in a
either
very
run
small
it
area.
singed or they fight. Luckily, DOV didn't have enough speed to follow up on the Singe there. So Rockport did get out, but still a pretty good pincer maneuver there.
Yeah, I'm surprised Singe honestly didn't cut right instead of left because that would have forced Rockport to go at least over the poison,
Right.
which could have allowed they either walk over the poison or they had to stall there and wait for DOV to be right on their bums. I still say Cho'Gath should be able to ult turrets, but
God. As if it was a minion, so it wouldn't do like the champion damage. It would do like the minion damage.
oh yeah, no, it'd do the 1,502 damage.
Yeah.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Best split pusher in the game.
That with
How psych. Bringing up in 30. Okay, Ham, riddle me this. Third Infernal comes up. DOV goes for Baron, what do you do?
Honestly, I think you give it to him. I think you get the Infernal, you guarantee your late game. Because I don't think they want to fight right now anyways, so like you can't really
Right.
fight them around the Baron with how little it does, so you just grab the Infernal and then you wave clear because you've got
Kind of where I was at.
you've got a little bit of wave clear, so just guarantee the triple Infernal, try and get yourself the late game.
They have enough where they're not going to get sieged on, most likely.
Right. Now DOV are
DOV going for this,
yeah,
though.
they're gonna try and stop him. Agoko has taken quite a lot of damage early on, so if he gets in a bad spot, actually forced to dash out, which lets DOV re-engage onto the dragon. BGG really wants in, but he's actually going to die to Chef. That pretty much guarantees the dragon over to Rockport. Now they can start turning this fight around because DHA on the wrong side of the fight. Forced between the wall, a Silence, and a Trundle. He's going to fall down. That's 3 dead on the side of Rockport. DOV either going to run mid or run Baron. Honestly, I'd say run Baron here, but looks like they want to go for the towers instead.
EAJ was placed between a rock, a hard place, and a quiet place with that silence.
Yeah. Lots.
I was waiting so long to say that. I was so excited about that one.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
It's pretty good. That was a good pun.
Yeah.
I consider that a pun.
It was pretty good. Yeah.
Probably could. They honestly probably could still take this.
The fact, yeah, with Cho'Gath not having teleport, I think they can definitely start it. He's still gonna make it there in time, I think. Definitely, I still think it's probably wise to not, just because they don't have their cooldowns immediately. They haven't spent their gold, so
Now, if DOV does recognize that they're backing or think that they are, or Rockport, they probably could have tried to rush it.
yeah,
It would have been really risky. but
especially
at this
without
point
any
in
real
time-
sustained damage from them.
Yeah. At this point in time, you have to make the risky plays. I mean, you win smite battles. You should. Should win smite battles. If it's Cho'Gath Skarner. Like, Skarner does execute damage, but
Yeah, well, I mean, Smite plus Cho'Gath.
yeah, exactly. Combo that 2k damage is really hard to oversmite. Happened. I've seen Cho'Gath and a jungler lose a smite battle before. Shoot, I've seen a Cho'Gath and Nunu lose a smite battle before. And that's gotta feel absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
If Nunu ever loses a smite battle, that's when you say, alright, jungler, you're off the team.
Yeah, the day when Cho'Gath, Nunu, and Kalista don't secure a Baron is the day that you just disband
leave
your
the
team.
team.
Yep.
You
It's like-
just say, alright, boys, this isn't working. we're done here.
Sadly, we've seen nothing close to a comp like that. Also, worth noting, Nubashiri, all 3 games has gone minion dematerializers, always using it to take care of these banner minions.
Ooh.
Worf caught in a pretty bad spot. The Silence is going to save him for just a little bit of time, but Ugly Color manages to pick up the kill. This might
That's
be
pretty big
Rockport's
down there.
go
Pretty
time.
bad.
Yeah, with no smite, it definitely makes it harder, but because the brand does so much damage, it doesn't matter if Baron does any. All the AoE from DOV should be enough to actually stall this. If they don't turn around and fight, they're just going to die to the members of DOV. Looks like Chef now in a pretty
Oh
rough
my
spot, taking a
lord.
lot of damage. Actually, they do manage to pick up the kill there, but he's
That's-
still going to get the passive proc
that's real.
on to 3.
Possibly
BGG
dead
barely
sooner?
running away with his life.
Oh boy.
Yep. Yeah, it's really hard for Rockport to take the Baron,
Yeah, it is.
just because it puts them in such a small spot for the Brand and the Sivir to just go crazy with their AoE damage, which is kind of what we've been seeing Rockport struggle with, is separating in these fights all set long. But Clover's really just does not care. Just, nope, do a circle around the turret, call it good.
Running man. It's a little faster on turrets.
Red team's turret has
Yeah,
been destroyed.
Point Runner is
Point
a
Runner, he'd be
ridiculously good passive.
Yeah, does he have point runner?
No, he doesn't. Wow. That was all just the dead man's, wasn't it? Once he gets
If he had point runner, he'd be real freaking quick.
Yeah, I'm used to Clover's rushing the banner, but didn't even grab it, so...
The point runner should be an AoE passive that banner gives for your team.
God, that would be so nasty. Just, ugh, you're making me just...
It wouldn't be a big AoE. Be small.
Okay.
Not like a little bit smaller than a Janna passive. Not a little bit, about half the size, and I think that'd be okay.
I find the idea of Point Runner weird. Like, what made them decide to do it around turrets
Any
only?
turret, yeah.
Withdrawing.
DOV keep placing that controller right next to the wall. Like, why are they not placing that next to Baron?
Right? Place it in the front of Baron's
They're-
belly.
They're they're losing the word war like on their own terms.
Yeah. If you put it at the front of Baron's belly, it sees everything.
Right, sees everything. They can't attack it from over the wall, not even with like a Caitlyn. Alright, Sivir is really close to being scary. He's got 2 BS swords building towards that IE.
As soon as he gets that IE, he's gonna be real scary.
Essentially, once Sivir finishes that, I would pretty much just call it there. Gonna be able to just shred through the tank line, who don't even have armor yet. So doing quite a bit of extra damage.
If they don't build armor, the true damage means nothing, right?
Theoretically, if you don't build if the damage you build outscales there, then it's more efficient for you to build armor than build damage than armor. Wait, why did Imagery flash there?
Wait, what?
What?
Alrighty. There's Dragoon coming up.
Yeah, Mountain Drake.
Mountain Drake. Jesus, what are these dragons this game?
I don't know. This is when DOV can definitely force the Baron, though, because the Mountain Drake is not worth it for Rockport to lose the Baron
Oh,
over.
heavens, no.
And they're on the wrong side of the map. Actually, Cho'Gath is going to get flipped out of his TP, which
no.
completely ruins the chance of them winning this fight, or even stealing the Baron. BGG might be able to get in and see if he can get the smite away. We'll look and see how it goes. It's gone Worf every time. He does secure yet again. Caught in the middle of the team, though, but he should be able to run out even with the Impale. I don't see him go. And Clovers picks up a kill onto Ezreal, doing a lot in the middle of this fight. Stop the TP. Worf going to pick up a kill as well. That's 2 down on the side of Rockport, only losing to Nubashiri. Clover's playing a little bit too aggro here, possibly. Yeah, that was a little greedy. Especially with how much vision they had. Like, he knew where everybody was.
Yeah. That was a really good cancel from Clovers, though. Like, flipping that Cho'Gath out of that fight, or out of that TP was really big.
Yeah, it essentially guaranteed the Baron because I'm pretty sure Trundle was a higher level than the Skarner for that whole thing. So, having a higher
he's still a higher
smite-
level.
Yeah, he is a higher
It's
level
hard to-
now, but I don't know if he got that from the fight or not.
Okay. It's hard to see Trundle's level because of the white,
white
that's
background?
right where the level is.
Yeah.
Red team has slain the dragon.
You get the dragon, but it's minimal. Small constellation prize. Yeah, this set's definitely looking like it's probably gonna end in this game unless Rockport can get like 3 monster team fights.
Right. It takes a stupid miracle team fight, right? Because they can play it really well, but they're just so incredibly outdamaged by the team comp from DOV, and they're not even that much tankier, right? Because Trundle's gonna ult the Cho'Gath, or the Skarner, one of the two. He's gonna get super tanky. Singed is really hard to kill, even though he's got 3 AP items, and it's really rough because you're sitting here with an Ezreal as your main source of damage. Zyra only has 1 AP item finished right now, doing pretty much nothing compared to a crit Sivir, who's just going to be doing so much here. It's like,
And a brand that's gonna outdamage a Morg
right.
completely. Like they have more damage in every single way possible. Pretty sure actually every lane has more damage.
Yep.
Pretty sure Sivir by herself damages.
Yeah, BGG actually wants to get a pick onto the Soraka, but those Mercury Treads paying dividends right now.
Sivir so much damage.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's so disgusting how much crit ADCs do, honestly. Now, once they get rolling. Once crit ADCs get rolling, they definitely have more damage now. I'm seeing it now more than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be very minimal.
I thought it was going to be like a 5-10% increase. It feels a lot stronger than I think it actually is. I think it's just because the numbers is around, I think, 10%, which isn't that big, but we're not used to that 10%, so that still feels pretty significant. Not to mention like Sivir specifically, because she gets crits without even needing to auto attack the person. Like that's a pretty big buff for her. All right, DHA is actually going to be able to flash forward. That's actually a pretty good fight so far for them. They're doing pretty decent.
God, Sivir?
Yeah. Oh my God, Chamber, how did you make it out of there?
He lived. What?
How?
Excuse me? Well, I'm going to see how much health he lived with.
It was like 10, 15, somewhere in there. It was almost nothing. Yeah, that was a bit of an overstep from
He lived at
DOV.
30 HP.
30? Yeah, that's...
I just want to say, though, that Sivir on each of those crits... How much is she doing to the poor guy? A nice, brisk 400. Which might not seem like much, but with how often Sivir auto-attacks...
Yeah.
And that being that can go to the backline after hitting tanks.
Right.
In team fights, you're autoing for 1,500. And essentially,
at 3
not
items.
be one person, but yeah.
Right. That's why the crit on Sivir seems so scary to me, and why I'm honestly a little surprised she's so low in 1 rate. Again, it takes so long for crit to scale up that, like, if the enemy team is playing a complete early game comp, you're never gonna really get there. But
Took 30 minutes to get 3 items.
right. Long ass time. Rockport.
As soon as you hit that 30-minute mark, sorry guys, but you're getting junked.
Yeah. But I mean, Rockport have not been playing an early game, right? Which is essentially losing them the thing, because they're just getting outscaled every game. It's very rough. This is
Honestly, this Soraka pick was absolutely genius.
yeah, no, it's doing a lot for them. Honestly, it's keeping people alive. No one has built Grievous Wounds. Ugly Killer isn't even... He built Lord Doms, right? Which I think is a really big mistake, going Lord Doms on instead of Mortal Reminder there.
Jesus. Sivir's so quick.
Yeah, her ult's a little crazy.
It's so hard for Skarner to get to Sivir.
And even
so
if he
hard.
does, there's a 50% chance that she either QSS's or just blocks it with her spell shield. Right? If he misses the spell shield, he's got the QSS.
Yeah. It's... Oh, gosh. It's so... This draft phase, honestly, I don't know who the heck designed it. It was probably Yuki, but
I think Yuki.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Soraka's dead.
Yeah, they're going to find a pick on Soraka. Lots of movement speed there with the Predator and Deadman's. It's so frustrating playing against Singe.
Singe,
Dude.
I know. Singe just runs at you, be like, you hit me. Now the wave's gone, and now you run away. Ha ha. I would have liked to see a Garen in this game. I'm sad we didn't see one Garen in the entire league.
What? Do you like Garen?
I do.
What?
What's wrong with Garen? What's bad about Garen? Other than he's just an annoying champion that's hard to kill and does good damage. What's actually wrong with him?
His kit is very
One-dimensional?
loaded in very annoying ways. We'll get onto that after this fight, though.
Ooh.
They're trying to get a burst, but what a wombo combo from Rockport. The rupture into the vines. Gonna do a lot for them. Singe not falling quite yet. Actually manages to make away, picks up a kill. Brand with a double kill. Wants to finish off Ugly Color, but another nice rupture. You're gonna see if the Ezreal can get anything done, but here comes the Nubishiri. It's still 4 versus 2. Brand does fall. And I think Rockport will be very happy with the results of that fight so far.
Yeah, that was really big for Rockport. They needed that. They got the pick on Anubishiri there was really big. And realizing that DOP was probably going to go try to get that. What the heck?
That was.
What
was it?
was probably going to go and try to get that Elder. I don't know what that flash was, but okay.
Yeah, that was a bit of a panic flash and a half. And Rockport still lost that fight. They lost 3 and DOV only lost 2. So, like, Rockport lost the fight, but still.
Got pressure out of it.
Yeah, they stopped them from getting Elder, and I
Going for
would
it themselves.
take it anyways. Yeah, this is definitely greedy, especially with Worf still up,
Yeah.
and they just saw him bot too. Like DHA doesn't have flash.
That's-
Silence is going to stop him from getting
Yeah.
away. See if he can get out. Singe is actually taking quite a bit of damage. Zyra's shown up. DHA hasn't fallen quite yet. Worf in a bit of a rough spot. Doesn't have flash. Still going to be able to walk away. TP from the Morgana.
Oh boy.
Oh, whoa. What was that? Mystic shot. Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to say he was predicting the flash.
Possibly.
That's what that was. There's like 2 different fights going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. I think Rockport actually should be able to secure this Elder, which is going to be so big for them because they've got 4 dragons. Like, if they get this Elder, they can potentially force kind of the rest of the
Sivers
game.
Pushing for inhib.
Yeah, Sivir's going to get an inhib, but their team possibly looking to fight with this Elder. No, they're smart enough not to fight. They're going to just try and stall while not fighting. They want
Yeah,
Sivir to do as much as possible.
You get that inhib, which is actually pretty big.
Yep. Oh, no. Worf.
Oh. Yeah, you're
Worf,
dead.
buddy.
That was not Worf. Not Worf.
Not Worf
Oh.
at all.
Yeah.
I mean, Rockport haven't backed
every
yet,
time they
though.
get Baron.
Yeah, they should run to Baron right now, but they're
Might not.
farming for some reason.
Yeah, they might not kill it super quick.
With a 4-stack Elder, they should.
Oh yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, but even if DOV contests it, like fighting against a 4-stack Elder with 2 of them being Infernal, that's scary.
Right. That's essential. They essentially have 3 Infernals now. Because of the buff from Elder. You know, and the Mountain, like, it's not... They're doing a lot of damage. This is... Yeah, I mean, it's just exactly what Rockport needed to try and get into this game.
Yeah, Rockport needed that desperately. Once Silver gets, what I would imagine would be this last item be Armor Pen. I'm hoping.
I would hope it would be, honestly, I want to say Last Whisper, but I don't think you need, no, Last Whisper, obviously. I don't think you need Lord Doms when you have an IE. Like,
Yeah, no.
they have a lot of healing between the Ezreal and the Morgana.
Yeah,
That-
you can get away definitely going the Grievous Woman's item.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a stronger choice for 80 carries to go Mortar Reminder than Lord Doms in most situations.
Yeah, I think that being that you do lose the 10% armor pen isn't that bad because you get 15% armor pen, essentially. A better armor pen. Because of that true damage on
Right.
IE.
Yeah, you're already busting through armor so much. Obviously, you need to bust through more, but
Jesus.
also,
Armor just gets taken down to half health so quick.
yeah. Also worth noting, Anubishiri did pick up a QSS, meaning Soraka shouldn't be getting picked off anymore.
That's pretty big. Getting her killed in fights is a really big thing.
Yeah, especially
The
since they
longer-
don't have grievous wounds.
Yeah, the longer the fight goes on, the infinitely more benefit you get from a Soraka.
Yep.
Soraka loves long fights. Okay, doesn't get cut. It didn't really get much with that Elder. All they did was kind of stall the game.
Yeah, they did. They did force Baron, which
got
would have been impossible without the Elder.
Right. I mean, they got it, but like I said, it pretty much stalled. They got one turret.
Yep.
Their Baron. That's all they're gonna get. That was a stall essentially, and a little bit of gold in their pockets. Which gold right now, yeah, cool, you get it, but the 2K gold means nothing.
Right. Almost
point in the
everybody's
game.
full item.
Pretty much comes down to, can we stall this out to get a second Elder? And if you get a second Elder and you fight on that, that's gonna be something.
Yeah. One thing I actually looking at items right now, Morgana just gone almost full support.
Yeah,
They're
no
there to aid the team, pretty low on damage. Cho'Gath has a lot of sustain, but you don't really sustain as Cho'Gath in a fight because it all comes down from actually killing people with your passive.
Yeah.
So Visage on Cho'Gath here, to me, feels fairly inefficient going up against a Singed and a Brand when an Adaptive Helm would considerably lower the amount of damage that they're doing.
Adaptive Helm in this game would be huge. Brand with the ticks on his passive and obviously Singed
Yeah,
upon ticks.
and both of them having Leandries.
Yeah. It'd mitigate a lot of damage.
Yeah, I would definitely like to see him trade that out now that he's full build. It's a little bit of a shame that he didn't have room to fit into Rach's glory, but I do really like the Nice Vow pickup so that he can try and save Ezreal just a little bit of time in these fights. And granted, I guess the Visage does couple well with the Nice Vow because he should be healing more from the Nice Vow because of that. But I still feel like an Adaptive Home would be ideal.
Red team's inhibitors respawning soon.
Inhib is coming up, but the Baron is decayed off from Rockport, so no real advantage anymore.
So now this game comes down to who wins this team fight.
Essentially.
Whenever a team fight happens, whoever wins that wins game. Death
Yep.
timers are gonna be so long.
Yeah, Warf is going to flash there, but Sivir ultimate with the... Oh my god, Irelia is on
dear
that Singe.
God.
So much movement speed, but he can't actually get in to do anything yet. Soul Shackle's not going to catch up anybody. Ugly Color frontlining, see if they can get any pickoff with this binding. It looks like they will actually manage to find the Trundle. That is...
That was a really big fight for them.
Yeah, Rockport disengaged really well. A really aggressive engage from DOV, but movement speed is good. But Singe moves so much faster than everyone else that he's going to be in there by himself for like 5 seconds. Which, when you've got
And
3 AP items,
not too tanky.
you ain't going to live.
Brand didn't use ult that fight.
No. And he's actually going to get caught out. Nice route there from Chandra.
This is really big. This
could potentially lead to game.
Yeah, they've got
Two banners.
two banners in his lane. These minions are going to destroy this turret.
Yeah.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
They do a lot on this push.
There was a turret there, I swear.
Trundle and
Saw it.
Singe are both coming up fairly quickly. But I don't know if it'll be enough without the Brand to really take a fight. Astro wants to try and save something, actually almost instantly kills Chandra, but he pushed up a little bit too far, taken down by Ugly
Whoa.
Color. And Rockport got the 3 miracle fights that they needed. They're doing really well here. Ugly Color's trying to finish out while the rest of his team is fighting, see if he can get it, but a flip canceled by the Arcane Shift. Wants to finish off. They get the
It was going
Nexus.
down. Oh
and
my
Rockport
gosh.
comeback in game 3. Gonna be 1-2 versus
Wow.
DOV in a surprise turnaround there. I did not expect them to take that game back.
No, not at all. I honestly thought that 100% DOV had that game in wrap.
Yeah,
They should have.
they should have. They missed up quite a bit at the end there, but
And that, pretty much what really led to that was the stall, and the stall helped. and then that team fight where Clovers went way too deep
Yeah.
by herself. That really, really, really hurt them. Really good team fight from Rockport to disengage the initial Singe coming in, burst that down, and then get a pick onto Worf where it was 3v5 down in the bot lane, and they were able to just win through that. That was really big. Really good game to come back from that from Rockport and ourselves a series here.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely
Azrael
have
was
a
doing
good series.
Azrael was doing a good job skirting around the fights, which was pretty big.
Yeah,
What do you
and-
think for MVP?
It's really hard to call. DAJ did pretty well. Sean Bear had a couple good picks. I think the biggest thing for me that I was noticing was Rockport. Obviously, the four dragons essentially won them the game because I got them the really strong Elder, which stalled and closed it out. And a lot of that can be attributed to BGG. Also, he had a lot of really good picks onto Soraka, which I think is what definitely stalled the game out long enough for them to get to the point where they did. So I would honestly say BGG just because of the influence he had on saving the game for them with his playmaking.
I agree 100%.